Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to...
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a gap. It's Coffee. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Humphreys. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the quick grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs and QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Plows through the defense. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for space, it's King. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down.
And that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. 1st and goal for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly complete. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Throws to the wideout. catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Fights off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside the touch. Bearcats. He shed tackle. And left and housed him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Running into the open space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauls it in. Inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown tie.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to throw deep right side. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Cherry. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about...
Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Westbrook. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Working that wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's able to pick up a few, and the clock is headed to 0 here in this frame. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Wilcox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Creates a little room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. On the move, it's King. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to run, it's King. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Westbrook. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Bearcats! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The snap sets up the throw. Now improvising. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's long. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's long. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics,